Hello, hello, hello. I hope you can hear me all right. I know you cannot see my face. All you can see is my table. For some reason, I'm having extreme difficulties here. Technical difficulties. I've just been spending the past 20 minutes trying to get everything to work here. But this is the best I got. Like, ah. How about that for a start of this new year of a layer a day? This is not what I had in mind. Saying that I'm disappointed is an understatement. But hey, we're here. Thank you so much for waiting for me, all of you out there. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really touched. I don't know if I would have had the patience to wait that long. But hey, here we are, a new layer day. This is what I took out to do a little demo with. Well, all good, that's a big word, because I'm supposed to be talking to you, not my hands. And there is an extreme lag between what I'm doing here and what is visible on the camera. But hey, it is what it is. Time for a new, brand new year of the A Layer a Day. This is year 7. I have my little notes here with me for what I had in mind for this first start, this very first A Layer a Day of 2024. We're gonna start again with something that we haven't done before. It's starting to get hard to do that, just in case you're wondering. So in December, there's a lot of looking back. There's a lot of retrospectives, the best of 2023. What have I been up to this year? How have I transformed? How have I changed, etc.? There's a lot of looking forward. There's a lot of projection. There's a lot of hopes and dreams and what it is we want for in the coming year. And between those two things, I thought, let's start with coming back to the present. So for January, that is what we're going to focus on, the present. And we're going to start with here and now, like really coming back to the now time. So I have a couple of questions for you to help you get started with this theme. First of all, how does your here and now look and feel? What does it look like and how does it feel? What is appealing? What isn't? What is like pushing you back? What are you noticing when you think about coming back to the here and now? What is the first thing that are coming to your mind? Does it slow you down to think of the here and now? Does it like really help you to pay attention to what is going on around you? Or on the contrary, is thinking of the here and now, of the here and now, the here and now, woohoo, the here and now, something like a slipping thing that makes you glide off immediately and slide into completely different thoughts? Where is it taking you, that thinking of the here and now? That is what we're going to start with, the present, coming back to the here and now after all the retrospections and the prospections of December 2023. It's time to, have a little think about here and now. Here we go. Okay, I had all of these ready. I wanted to bind my little journal together with you. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to start off and take the very first, what will become the very first spread and create that one in my little journal. It's not going to be my here and now spread. I will be probably doing that in the next hangout with the members because of course we're continuing those as well this year. I want to start, let's take these to the side. I want to start with this. This is the first thing that I had in mind, thinking of what I wanted to do. I went back to, this is an oldie, but a goodie. This is my Alpha Zeta stencil in a small version. And of course you recognize this. If you don't, it means you're new here. This is the circle mask of my circle stencil. And I just want to start with this. That is what I had in mind. And basically that's all I had in mind. This and a color scheme-ish of what I wanted to do. So I took out these spray inks. I'm gonna start with these. I have a mixture of oxides and Lindy's. Haven't used these in what seems like forever. I'm gonna put this safely aside. Nothing is changing on the camera. I think my camera froze again. This really is not, yeah. This is frozen, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna try to reboot this camera one last time, and if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna leave it here and now. Staying in the here and now. Let's try to reboot. Let's see if it does anything. So you have a black screen, that's the reboot, and now let's see if something is coming back, and I'm under the impression that nothing is coming back. It is working on my end. It is working on this end. Oh, is this working? Let's wait. Let's wait. Oh, Houston, we have an image. Okay, let's quickly do something before it disappears again. So this is what I had in mind, and these colors, and that's all I had. So that is what I'm going to start with. And I'm going to protect my table just because I don't want to be cleaning for half an hour. Oh my God, this image is doing weird stuff. I can see it like jump and switch to something completely different. Okay, let's see. I don't want to have a crisp something. That is absolutely not what I'm going for. Let's see what it gives us if we do this and then we do this. And no, I'm not spraying everywhere because that is not what I want to do. And of course, I need some of this Red Hot Poker Orange. My all-time favorite Lindy's. Now, let's see if we have anything readable. Ooh, we do. Now, for the top, what I want to do is take that same stencil, flip it over, and shkabang. Try not to move the bottom. Yes, there we go. Let's see if I can, no, let's heat set it just a little bit before we touch anything. Ooh, this is not plugged in. This is really a strange live. Like the universe, I don't know what it is you're trying to tell me, universe. But you are confusing me. I'm not going to be using this for now. If I would be not in front of a camera, I'll probably stamp it on something else, but there's only so much one can handle considering everything that is happening in this here and now. Let's see if I can lift this without having ink go everywhere. There we go. I was almost tempted to, but that would be like too much color already, and I do want to keep that white circle. You know me in circles. And if you don't know me in circles, have a look at the meaning of circles for Carl Jung, which is a very famous, among many things, psychotherapist. And then you'll understand, and I'm really not ready to give up my love for circles. And he's giving me a very good excuse to actually keep doing what it is I'm doing. This is pretty dark, isn't it? Let's see if I can bring the camera down. Do I dare? Do I dare bring down the camera just a tiny bit? I dare, I'm doing it. Just so that you can see it a bit better. Let's see if we still have something going on YouTube. Yes, we do. Okay, this is already off to a very good start. tired of drying, so I'm just gonna lift this. So I have this idea of a lot of white on this spread, and at the same time, I have this idea of a lot of things going on, and I'm making movements here that you cannot even see. What's the point of doing that? Let's clean this table thoroughly. Now, I hadn't planned on doing that, but now that I see the spread this way, I do want to do that. So I am grabbing, which you cannot see, my circle stencil. Ta-da! Because I want to trace a circle in there. I mean, this is my journal. This is the very, very first spread of this brand new year. And I want to confirm my love of the circle. I mean, there's a reason that this is my most used stencil ever. Now, I don't want to have like just one circle like this. Like this would be way too boring. So I'm gonna trace it a couple of times and I'm gonna move my stencil just a tiny bit as if I did it not on purpose. And three circles is like the spot that does it for me. So here we go. 3 circles surrounded by brown and rust. Yes, I did move my light just a little bit. I'm still hoping to get a bit more color light in here because it feels like it's so dark. Stay light, stay. Things are not cooperating. Okay, I also took out these and a couple of stamps. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to? Yes, I know what I want to do. The first stamp set that I took out is this one. Because I actually wanted to use this in there. Well, I hadn't planned to do it in there, but now that I'm seeing it this way, I want to use it in there. But you know what? I'm going to make it easy on myself. I'm not going to use these. I'm just going to use this. And of course, an acrylic block would be handy. And I'm going to reuse this one this time as some sort of definition of my circle so that I can stamp in there. So this is FP004. It's an old one, but a good one. And I'm gonna ink this stamp up, and I'm also gonna spray some water on it so that it bleeds just a tiny bit now. Stamping straight would be nice. Okay, and now I have a spider on my table. Universe, what is going on? Okay, walk on, go walk somewhere else. Oof, shoot, off you go. Thank you. This is really, this is like, what is the universe trying to tell me? If someone out there knows, please tell me, because I would really like to know. Okay, here we go. Yes. Woo. I'm not gonna do anything more than this. That's enough. It's a bit of a minimalism spread, isn't it? Like, really toning it down. No medium, just some colors and a lot of numbers. Now, this would be a little bit too plain and simple for me, so I'm gonna add a bit of this one. This is a new color, and this one is the, which one is it? The Phthalo Cyanine Blue, which is a metallic one. And I'm just gonna add, well, you know me. This is one of my classic things that I like to do. I need some water. And some kind of paintbrush. There we go. Now I'm just gonna blend this in here. I'm actually really starting with my favorite things. Spider, why are you back? I told you to go walk somewhere else. I don't want you on my hands. Whoosh. I switched it off with a handkerchief. I did not kill it. It is now somewhere on the floor, and I hope it's not going to start crawling up my leg. What is wrong with this life? This was supposed to be a fun and good moment, and it's all like going kablooey. Well, one can better laugh with it, isn't it? Okay, I want some more intense blue in there. Like, Oh, and now we're getting spiders in the comment section. Okay. Aragog would be proud of us, wouldn't he? Okay, I want some intense blue, so I'm taking, what am I taking? I am taking, these are the two same ones, which means that I really like that color. I'm taking Prussian blue. Just so that I can add like even more intensity and drama. Because this is all so serious, isn't it? For people who are watching this for the first time, they must be like, she must be a little bit out of her mind. This is the stress of trying to get the technology working for the past couple of minutes. There we go. I need to rinse and dry my brush because I have enough blue already. There we go. And if you're hearing that gong, that is my mindfulness bell telling me to keep it mindful, which is really necessary today in these circumstances. Okay, this is ish something that I like. Now I also took out these because I want to use them. Ooh, and all of a sudden I'm also thinking that we might need, wait, do we have a little squarey thing? Or do we don't? Is this as small as that we have? That's a big one. Okay, then I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna double cheat because I was already thinking, oh, we have these little crosses thingy thing. But that's not gonna work with what I wanna do, does it? Or maybe it might, let's see. So I'm also thinking I found this one. Can you even see it? It's like this eeny, meeny, tiny little heart. The ones that I used to make, that I haven't made in like forever. And I found this one back. And I thought it might be cool to add it to the spread, which is gonna make me swear for the rest of the year, because that means that I will have like a bulky little thing here, and then stamping on all the pages that will follow will make me pretty unhappy, but that's okay. So I might do this one, like so, and then my little heart. Come on. It's not like you have a choice, you know. But I also want to add, of course, I'm not going to put it that way. That is like way too structured. I have my Layer Day sticker sheets for 2024, and I have this one that says 2024, which would be great to add on the very first page. I'm going to make it a bit smaller. It's already small and I want to have it smaller. Smaller and a little bit less straight. Like so. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one. That one is gonna be way too big, and then the rest is gonna be lost in whatever. But I also wanted to do one last thing. And that is, this is my cloth from 2023. I have a brand new one for 2024. Haven't used it yet. But this one I want to use. And I already want to add a tab on this very first spread for the entire year for me to swear on, because there's this bulky thing sticking out of my journal. But that is how it's going to be. Now I need to select a color that I would like to use, and I'm gonna cut in here. Thank you, cloth, for your faithful services in 2023. You're now going to receive a different kind of love. And stay with me in my new journal. Now that might be a little bit big. Like so, and it's a little bit wet from the spraying of the ink. And I just want to add it somewhere here on the side. So I'm going to be sewing this on, and then of course pulling some threads out of there. That's a lot of little squares next to one another, isn't it? I'm going to make you even smaller. Hop. No hesitation here, just doing. There we go. So, sewing machine, that is not something that I do in front of the camera, because then everything shakes and it's no fun and it's just no fun. Now I want to downsize this one as well, just a tiny bit. Now let's see if we can pull some threads out of there. Yes, we can. So that it looks a little bit less like I came straight out of the package, right on the spread. Am I doing a fabric voice here? Yes, I am, apparently. I'm actually using this also to cover this, because I put on the Neo color when there was too much water on there, and then it leaves like these traces that you cannot blend, which I do not like. Now this little heart, that is going to be funny to glue down, but I can do this. I believe in myself. Did that sound convincing? There we go. Now it seems like I'm blowing myself 3 kisses entering 2024, and I like that. There's no such thing as blowing yourself too many kisses. There we go. Okay, so, well, I can stick it on until I sew it on, so that you get an idea. I really like the cloth of 23 staying with me in my journal for 24. Which doesn't look like much for now, because of course it needs the sewing. And it's going to become even more interesting when I do the next page, because then there will be ink seeping through and colorizing this even more. and then no longer matching this. And you know what? That's okay. There we go. The first spread in 2024 is a fact. It's missing something, which I don't know what just yet, but I want to wait until I have done the sewing, because that will be adding some black accents, obviously, on the spread, as it is black sewing. And then I might decide to add something else, and I will post it on my Instagram so that you can see how I decided to finish it. Voila, a quick and easy spread with this back into the here and now for 2024, our very first theme, which is the present. That's the general theme for January, and we're starting with here and now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm looking forward to a new year of journaling together. For my members, see you in the Hangouts. The calendar is up, and I'll see you back here next week. Don't forget to put down a layer a day in a mindful way. Butterfly kisses, and happy 24.